Have you ever wondered why your hiring manager won't just hire somebody even though they know they need somebody and you know they need somebody? Stay tuned here. I'm John. Welcome back. Glad to see you. So, I ran into this issue today when I was working with one of the facilities at my company. Guy walks up to me and goes, "Hey man, we're so understaffed. I can't do XYZ thing right now." He's like, "Where do you need to hire?" And I'm like, "Okay, cool. Yeah." Well, they had some turnover. So, step one, they already had hired some new people. They had two in training and one to start very soon. So I kind of explained, I was like, people are in training. I get that sucks, but, you'll be up to speed pretty soon there. And they had some change in operations, company expands over time, whatnot. So one of the things that I don't think most people realize, and he doesn't realize, I almost guarantee you, is your hiring manager or the manager above you, unless you report up, a couple levels. Some organizations have a lot of individual people reporting directly to like a VP or a director level employee. Maybe they get to choose flat out how many people they have and just have a hiring budget they can work with. But that's actually very rare. So I would say the majority of people out there, your direct manager is not in charge of your team, how large it is, who they want to hire, when they want to hire. Um, I would say the best bet is if someone has a team where an employee leaves, they're probably greenlit to hire another employee unless the company's going through some sort of restructuring or downsizing or whatever it might be. That's probably the only time you can really assume you should have budget to hire someone is if someone just left who had a key role. The other aspect of things is when a manager leaves. So let's say your manager gets promoted to, I don't know, director or senior manager of something else. As long as they aren't in the same role at a higher level and they're actually moving to like a whole different sort of job, very good odds that that person is going to be in charge of replacing themselves. So they're going to look at the team that's existing there and say, hey, who in this team could I promote up to do my job effectively? And they're probably going to open a hiring rec for an outside position as well. But even in that case, that manager isn't the one choosing who is going to move up. Ultimately, their feedback is going to be the number one person's feedback that probably matters in that process. But your manager's manager typically is the one that's going to be deciding what the head count is going to be, what the changes are going to be, and they're going to have to submit a request up to probably finance or HR or somebody who is in charge of organizing the hierarchy across departments. There's probably some sort of benchmarking they have where they say, in our industry, it's typical to have this many people doing this job per X size of business or per the number of customers you're supporting or per region that you're overseeing or the number of facilities you oversee. And those things are going to really determine who gets hired when, where, why. And people very frequently hold it against a manager and say, hey, you should be in charge of this. Why can't you just hire? Or this manager is choosing not to hire and they can't manage properly. It's not their call. It very frequently is not.